How many of you know that there are many messages preached in Nigeria that cannot go beyond Nigeria? They are just Nigerianized messages. They are not the gospel. You will get there. You will make it. You will make it. You will make it. Huh? Yes. Those messages are Nigerian messages. There are many preachers, when they leave Nigeria and go to other countries, they find out that nobody is even understanding what they are saying. Nobody understands what they are saying. I didn't know that until many years ago when I left this country and I went abroad and I wanted to preach the Nigerian gospel. Everyone was just looking at me. So after the service, I said to myself, you are very relevant. I told myself, I said, Abel, you are irrelevant. Nothing you are saying, these people are not even understanding you. You are useless in this trip. I went through everything I want to preach. All was useless. Because now I was looking at it in the light of those people. I had no message. So after that trip, I came back. I started pitying myself and thinking twice. So if I'm not in Nigeria today, I am not a minister. I'm not a minister. You are free from poverty. They are just looking at you. Free from what? Because their society has packages that make sure nobody is poor. You will build your house. What? There are bank loans for houses. I don't need prayer to get a house. You will buy your car. What? Car? The other day, some people in my church, I prayed for them and they were able to buy their cars. Car? You have to pray? It makes no sense. It's the poverty and the economic situation in Nigeria that has given some people ministry. You didn't hear what I said. It's the economic condition of Nigeria that has given some people ministry. The moment Nigerian economic condition improves, they are retired. I'm teaching good? Any message that cannot be preached everywhere is not the gospel. You didn't hear that now. Any gospel you cannot preach to Elon Musk. Any message you cannot preach to Jeff Bezos is not the gospel. The gospel must be such that when you preach it, everybody who hears it can relate with it. Because Jesus died for all. So the message of his saving grace must be applicable to all. Healing is not the gospel. I hope you know that. Healing is not the gospel. Because if you preach healing and the people, none of them is sick, you're wasting their time. And not everybody is sick. Not everybody is sick. So that means healing is not the gospel. The gospel is a message that everybody is in need of. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. And man has only one problem that he cannot cure: sin. So which means the gospel is a message that provides solution for sin. That's the gospel. Prosperity is not the gospel. Material success is not the gospel. The gospel is a message that addresses the only problem that mankind cannot solve. Kenneth Hagin Jr., or we call him Pastor Hagin, went to a place in Kenya to preach. And he said he saw their need. Because he asked them, what do you people need in that particular community in Kenya? And they say, if I can just get a bicycle that I can ride to my farm and ride back, I'll be okay. Bicycle. That's all. Bicycle. He said he changed his view about what they call biblical prosperity. Because what you call prosperity is relative. That cannot be the gospel. For some people, prosperity is food to eat. For other people, prosperity is clothes to wear. For other people, prosperity is a car to drive. And for some other people, prosperity is to buy a jet. So prosperity is relative. That cannot be the gospel. I'm teaching here. That cannot be the gospel. And people prosper within the society where they are, depending on the opportunities available in that society. You can only prosper depending on the opportunities available within the society where you're in. You can't prosper beyond that, except you leave that society, of course.